of the ruin of the fortunes that they have. In the other gospel narrative, when Jesus says that a widow went and put a widow's mite, is right after what Jesus speaks about the Pharisees exploiting the widows. Could be that the widow's only giving a penny into the treasury after she got scammed by this religious freaks. Now you may say, wow, that's horrible, Pancho. Can that be happening today? Well, I pose that question to you. Is it happening today, yes or no? You said yes. I take it that it's not here in Montebello, Calvary Chapel, right? I take it that's not where it's at. I take it that you're saying this because either you have experienced it or you have seen it on television. Is that correct? That's exactly what is happening here. This is why I want you to understand. Anytime I have an opportunity to explain why don't we receive offerings, this is one reason. I don't want anyone in our community. Listen, our community is a blue-collar community. What is a blue-collar? Well, we don't make that much money. We're blue-collar. We're laborers for the most part. And we don't have huge expenditures. Our tithes and offerings are only 33% from the congregation. It's okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. But there are people here who have been burned by other churches, been burned by other institutions, and they think that the church is poor. I tell you what, God is not poor. God is not poor. When we misrepresent God and say, if you don't tithe today, we're going to have to shut the doors because God is broke, but you're rich, and therefore you need to help God out. We opt not to do that. We don't want to be in any way compared with other churches that all they speak about is money and money and money and money and money and money. And then just for the pretense of making long prayers. This is what they were doing. What is their judgment? Notice, at the end of verse 14, therefore you will receive greater condemnation. And then we come to the third woe in verse 15. Woe to you, you scribes and Pharisees, you hypocrites, for you travel land and sea to win one convert or one proselyte, and when he is won, you make him twice as much as a son, or say it, hell as yourselves. I can't say that because Millie's here. She told me with under no term that I cannot say that word here. She said that that's a horrible word to be spoken from the pulpit. I agree with her. But when it's in Scripture, I like to take advantage of it. Because, when we come to verse 33, notice, finally he calls them serpent, you brutal vipers. Here's an unanswerable question. Here's the question. How can you escape the condemnation of what? Of hell. It's here. I tell Millie, but it's here. This is hell. And she goes, yes, but the way you say it, I think you enjoy saying it. And the fact is, I make a confession. I do enjoy saying it. But I don't enjoy saying it because it sounds cool. Because you see, the reality is that many churches and institutions of higher learning, they're telling us now that hell is not a real place. That is the boogeyman syndrome. That is the Kukui syndrome. Yeah, right.